Hello, everyone. This is Glen Warren, founder and executive director of Fathers Forever. I want to share an alarming reality with you. 627,000 fathers are incarcerated that have kids under 18. Now, there are 56,000 moms incarcerated who have kids under 18. The reality is there are so many more fathers incarcerated than moms. This is why I Am a Father Forever book exists. Now, I need your help. I am inviting you to help us get this book into as many fathers incarcerated as possible. Here's how it works. For your donation of $22, we will provide a book to an incarcerated father. Thank you in advance for helping Fathers Forever heal fathers and save families.
Wow. I like that commercial.
I do too. Who was that guy?
I'm gonna get his autograph.
I got
I'm
it.
gonna get his autograph. That was all right.
Yes.
Well, welcome aboard.
Greetings.
This is your host, James Jackson, and
That's our host, Glen Warren.
all right, we are live today. Today is April the 7th.
16th for my birthday.
Uh-oh.
Ah.
You gotta put that gift list together so that we can hook it up for you.
Donate a book. That's the gift.
All right.
That's the gift.
That's a nice gift. That's a nice gift.
That's a nice.
That'll work. Yeah, so today is again March the 7th, and it's 2022. It's a warm day today.
Yes.
I thought it was going to be raining.
Well, it's still fine. It feels like a little rain. But
Yeah, they call for it, but sometimes they get it late. They might get it wrong, but that's the one job you can be wrong and still have it the next day.
Yeah, you still have a dollar to be wrong.
Absolutely. So how have you been this week?
I've been good. Busy.
All right.
Busy, but busy is good. We love being busy.
Okay.
A lot of good things. And so I'm very happy to be here. Say hello to our Facebook friends, guests.
Yes, we welcome you aboard, Facebook friends and other social media platforms. It's good to have you here. In case you didn't see our commercial, our new commercial, maybe we can run it one more time.
Yeah,
Let's run our commercial.
let's just run it in light of the birthday next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
I think it's Wednesday.
It's coming up real fast. What is it, 13th?
Glen Warren, founder and executive director of Fathers Forever. I want to share an alarming reality with you. 627,000 fathers are incarcerated that have kids under 18. Now, there are 56,000 moms incarcerated who have kids under 18. The reality is there are so many more fathers incarcerated than moms. This is why I Am a Father Forever book exists. Now, I need your help. I am inviting you to help us get this book into as many fathers incarcerated as possible. Here's how it works. For your donation of $22, we will provide a book to an incarcerated father. Thank you in advance for helping Fathers Forever heal fathers and save families.
Yes. So if you donate a book to our incarcerated fathers, it will be a perfect birthday gift.
All right. We'll put it out there. So in lieu of a gift directly to Glen,
still send me that $1,000 that you was gonna send me.
put it in the book.
Put it in the book.
Just purchase or put it towards obtaining the book.
So
And
just
we can do that.
one book, 3 books, however much you want to donate to the. We will put these books into the hands of the fathers.
Well, we want to give a shout out to someone special, the actual a person who produced this commercial, and it's Big Brand Agency.
Big Brand
Big
Agency.
Brand Agency.
Ricky Harrell
Ricky Harold.
from Christ Worship Center Church in Hope Mills. He's one of the pastors down there, but he also have a very, very unique business that he does a lot of media stuff in.
Yeah.
He set up our studio that we're in now. He set up the studio and he does a lot of our media stuff. And,
right. He's good.
He's good.
He's real good.
Big brand agency, Rick Harold.
Yeah.
Shout out if you need any website design, all of the things. He's a very creative young man. And he can really help you out a lot.
Help promote your business.
Yes.
So, yes. Another shout out to Mr. Ricky Harold. Is it junior? Or
I think he's a second. I don't think he's a second.
A second, okay. But anyway, it's Big Brand Agency.
Big Brand
and I'm
Agency.
sure you'll be able to look it up on the internet and you can find him there. So,
yes.
So we got an interesting topic today, Glenn.
Yes.
Are you ready for it?
I'm ready.
All right. And we're going to use our politically correct language on this one thing.
Okay.
But it's called substance use disorder.
Yes.
Substance use disorder. And we know that substance use disorder affects a lot of people every day, a lot of families every day. They're trying to cope and deal with this. It's a similar type of a pandemic. I mean, you know,
Yes.
I think because of COVID, it took the front seat on everybody's list of things to know about and see information, things like that. But right now, substance use disorders are just as it's just as meaningful today too,
Yes.
because of the impact that it has on a lot of lives. And,
Yes.
And unfortunately, the sad part, a lot of people have succumbed to this disease. You know, regardless if we think it's a disease or not, it is.
It is a major problem for us as a society.
Right.
And our kids as well.
So how do you think it starts, though?
It starts in, and we have one of the classes that we teach in our part of our curriculum is our course is the substance abuse. Because a lot of guys struggle with whether I'm going to do my child support or whether I'm going to get drugs. And it starts at home sometimes as a learned behavior.
Right.
You watch our parents do it, and then we end up kind of doing the same thing. Sometimes it's poor coping skills. Statistics says the earlier a person starts using drugs or alcohol, the harder it's going to stop.
Right.
So if you start using drugs at 10, 11, 12, it's harder for you to stop than a person who started using drugs in their mid-20s or 19, 20. So the earlier you start, the harder it is to stop. However, you can stop, and you need to stop because it will have a devastating effect on our families.
So we're focused on our children.
Yes.
Children, regardless if they are from a family of just one, with one parent, a mom or something to that effect, or if it's a two household family, we're still fighting and putting our efforts towards men, women taking care of your children and being there for your children as well. So another question then, what are some of the results of addiction? What are some of how does it impact a family?
Okay, so in our book, I refer back to this.
Okay.
Chapter 8,
Right.
Substance Abuse. One of the quotes that I put together in writing this book is parents regularly engaging in substance abuse can cause irreplaceable damage to our children. And so when our kids watch us get up drunk, go to bed drunk, walk around with our eyes red because we're under the influence of drugs and alcohol or whatever, it really, really has a effect on our kids. And a lot of times they pull back, they don't understand exactly what's going on. Substance abuse by a parent have damaging effect on their children in so many different arenas.
Yes. Yeah. We want to take a minute and say hello to our viewers once again.
Glad you guys visit us. And
if you're just joining us, you missed a commercial that Mr. Glen is in. And we'll play it at the end.
Yes.
We're going to play it at the end, but just want to welcome you aboard. And as usual, we ask you to like our page. And if you're on YouTube, to subscribe.
Yes.
And click the bell so that you'll know when we're on.
Yeah.
And we're here on Thursdays at 2 o'clock, 2:05 basically. And we are happy that you were able to join with us today.
Yes.
Don't go anywhere because we got a couple questions for our viewers coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So
we the subject today is substance abuse and how it affects our family members,
right,
how it affects our kids. We all know people who struggle with substance abuse, and maybe sometimes ourselves have struggled with it in the past, or maybe still do struggle with it, and how it has an effect on families as a whole, and especially on our kids.
Right.
And as fathers, that's kind of been our focus, and why we put a part of this, our curriculum of substance abuse in our curriculum, but we want to talk about what devastating effects it could have on our kids.
So if we're talking about children, then how could it? What are the effects that it will have on children? What usually leads them into the areas that they end up in a lot of times?
They because they learn that behavior from mom and dad. A lot of times, kids feel abandoned when their parents is always under the influence because their mom is not there to take care of them, or their dad is not there to take care of them. So kids now have to try to figure things out themselves, and a lot of times that leads to a lot of feeling of abandonment. It leads to a lot of feeling of especially and some people who are under the influence. We talk about mean drunks, we talk about happy drunks, we talk about people who talk a lot when they get under the influence.
Right.
So there's a mean drunks, mean people who are under the influence of alcohol, and when they get intoxicated, they beat their kids, they beat their wives, and the kid might have to walk around on eggshells because dad is drunk, and the least little thing can throw him off the edge, and it becomes, hey, Pastor McQuinda, good that you visit with us. Why don't you come to your church one of these days and see how you guys are doing? We're going to visit you. But I just wanted to, so that can have an effect on how our kids deal with, with violence. If a father is always under the influence, and when he gets mad, he beats his kid and wife, our kids might have to grow up in that household, and it's very unhelpful.
Well, on the negative side of that, children experiment with substances.
Yes, themselves now. They decide, you know what? Maybe the mom and dad don't do it. You got a big household,
right?
But kids also want to, I want to find out what it is to get out.
Yeah.
So they go hang out with us for the joint, get a couple of can of beers, and next thing you know, they like the feeling, and they don't stop. They just keep growing and growing.
And see, they didn't learn, and they may very well not have learned it at home.
Absolutely not.
They could have been some experimental process going on,
yeah.
or peer
pressure, which is the other thing. A lot of times, you hang out with your friends, and they smoking in the weed, and so now you want to smoke one,
right?
And the thing now that's really deadly is that this thing they call fentanyl, which is a deadly horse tranquilizer that is laced sometimes with, when you do heroin or when you're doing cocaine, whatever you're doing, that stuff is laced. So not only the drugs is bad, now it's poisoned with a chemical called fentanyl that is killing thousands and thousands of people. And you mentioned the pandemic. Earlier, a lot of people have, suffered an overdose during this period because they are doing drugs for whatever reason.
Yeah. And a lot of times they don't know what it is that they've gotten. There's no label you can read at the back of this bottle. It's going to say,
this is laced with fentanyl.
Yeah, it's laced with fentanyl. Be careful how you use it. They're not getting that. They're going to take that drug, whatever it is, whether they're shooting it intravenously or smoking it or snorting it. It can have deadly effects.
Yes.
And we've seen that here. I mean, I'm just saying personally, we've
well,
all witnessed someone.
We've seen it on our ground that people have OD doing drugs. So it's very deadly. Alcoholism, whether you get high weed, marijuana, or alcohol, or heroin, those addictions could be devastating to our families.
Yeah.
So one of the questions, James, that we talk about in our class. So we're in class.
We're in class. So I want our students, our audience members, to this will be true or false, and certainly in order to participate, you got to put something in the chat. So please put your answers in the chat, and we'll review the answers. We got 3 questions for you. So,
if you win, you're gonna get a cup.
Yeah, one of our merchandise. Yeah, definitely. We got
our book.
We want to give away some of these.
Yes.
So work with us. So first question, Mr. Warren, alcoholism tends to run in families. Alcoholism tends to run in families. True or false? We're just looking for one answer. True or false?
You got 2 seconds. I'm gonna take answer that.
Any takers? All right. So,
and the answer is?
The answer is false.
Miss Angela Gorham said true.
Miss Gorham says true.
True.
Anybody else? Alcoholism tends to run in families. And don't let the words tricky. Alcoholism itself runs in families. And this is a fun question that we always have in our classes. And so our answer is false.
False. Yes.
Our answer is false.
Why is that? Because things that went in the family are like things like high blood pressure, or sugar did not beat, you inherited from your parents. Alcoholism is not like that.
It's not a gene.
It's not a gene problem. You can learn it from your behavior.
Yeah.
And, but you can it doesn't come because of you're not born with it. Right? You can go into it by use and develop alcoholism, but you're not born with it. It's like you can be born with diabetes.
Yeah. Okay. Next question. Ms. Angela said it was a trick question. Listen to him there.
Yes.
All right.
Quick trick.
But these are things that people like to run with.
Yes,
they'll run with this information.
Yeah, and we do this, James, because a lot of things that we hear all our lives about, not just alcoholism, about a lot of things, about child support. Just because you hear it, people say it, doesn't mean it's true.
Right.
And we've heard this all our lives, but when you look at the facts, when you do the research, that's not true at all.
Because a lot of times what we've learned, and not us learning, but what we've taught is that child support agencies aren't there to fix your relationship.
Yes. And
but
so
people kind of link that together.
They're supposed to help fix me. No, that's not what you're talking about.
They are a collection.
So there's a lot of things that we do in our classes, as well as because just because you heard it and all your life doesn't mean it's true. And we challenge them and say, this is not true. I know you heard it, I know you believe it, but it's not true.
All right, second question. All right, sharpen up your put your thinking caps on. I remember the teacher used to tell
we can give you another chance, Ms. Angela, to make this right now.
Alcoholism can be cured by willpower. True or false? Alcoholism can be cured by willpower. True or false? We'll give you a moment to just put your answer in. Don't feel bashful, folks. Go ahead and put something in the comment there for us.
Yes.
Let us know what your answers are. Alcoholism can be cured by willpower. True or false?
And the answer is?
That is false.
The answer is false.
That is false.
Yes.
And then tell us why it's false.
A lot of people need help with alcoholism. That's why they got AA meetings. AA meetings are very strong. A lot of people, in AA meetings. There are some people. There are some exceptions to the rule that they just stop drinking cold turkey. I got a friend of mine who stopped drinking. There's those are exceptions.
Yes,
that does happen.
Right.
But most times people need help. and
Yeah.
getting to sober and staying sober.
Right.
And a lot of times going to meetings, continue to go to meetings, these things help you stay sober.
And then there's something else that goes with it, whether it's AA or NA. Sometimes you need a sponsor, someone who's going to watch over you, and,
Yes,
and
and
someone
you-
you can call
Yes, when you feel those triggers.
when you're ready to just throw the towel in and say, I'm going to do this.
Yes.
And that's your lifeline. so to
Yes,
speak.
and then we have people to help us develop coping skills.
Yes.
So there's a reason why we drink. The reason why people drink are you. Maybe they're poor coping skills. So sponsors and AA meetings and different kind of meetings and church groups, all these kind of groups help people to understand their addiction, understand the triggers to their addiction, and how to avoid, and how to separate yourself from people who are using. Because it's kind of hard for you to try to be sober. You still hang out with people who use.
Same squad.
You know, so you got to say, and they said all the time, change your places, you know, your faces, your things. Remove yourself from those situations.
Right.
And
But it does take some willpower and
It does
effort
take some willpower,
on that
but
person.
willpower alone is probably
It's not
not
enough.
going to get you.
It's not.
Because people say, I can stop drinking all the time. I can stop drinking anytime I want to.
Right.
The problem is they don't want to stop drinking.
Right.
Which is why they're stuck in their addiction, because they don't really want to.
And then at some point they don't realize that I am really
Because
in a bad place.
this addiction really cost me my job, my relationship with my kids now. It's not because I'm high all the time, I'm getting drunk all the time. My relationship, maybe it's cost me my job, my divorce, my license, all the bad things that go on with addiction.
Absolutely.
And then you come to a point where this is not worth it. And now you try to get sober and you need some help. Or you're trying to get off the weed, or you're trying to get off the crack, or you're trying to get off the heroin, the meth. You're trying to get off the stuff and you need some help. So,
Yes.
and your willpower.
And please seek help. You know,
Yes.
we want people to know that there is you don't have to go through this alone. You can overcome this addiction. A last question: a cold shower and a cup of coffee helps a person sober up. And I'll read that again. A cold shower and a cup of coffee helps a person sober up. Now, I'm going to give you the answer to that.
Yeah.
This answer is either true or it's false.
There's no guessing.
It's either true or it's false.
Yeah.
So I want you all to tell us
I know what have you heard most of the time of your life?
whether it's on TV, whether it's mostly in the movies. You know,
Cold shower and a cup of coffee,
so
and you'll be fine in an hour or so.
So what say you, viewers? What is the answer to this one?
And the answer is, James,
The answer is false.
absolutely false.
False.
No, zero truth to that.
So if you take the cold shower and drink some coffee, what are you still going to be?
You're just gonna be a wide awake drunk. That's all you're gonna be. The
A
cold
cold-
water is gonna wake you up, and you still gonna be drinking the stuff.
And how does that work? How does it, you know, when individuals think that, okay, I stopped drinking a couple hours ago, but why am I still
Some people,
inebriated?
because it takes time, your body is still metabolizing this. So you stop drinking at 6 o'clock,
Mhm.
and you go sleep for 3 hours,
Right.
and you think you get up and you're fine because you don't feel it intoxicated.
Mhm.
But while you're sleeping, your alcohol content is still going up until it peaks.
Mhm.
Then it starts coming back down. But just because you stop drinking, your body, your liver is still metabolizing
Mhm.
the alcohol content, and it's steady going up
Wow.
until it peaks.
Right.
Then it starts going down. That's why people lay down and go to sleep and get in the car. They stop drinking at 6. They lay down and take a nap. They get up at 9, 10 o'clock, and go to the club. They get stopped by a car, and they blow enough to consider them drunk, and they wonder why.
Mhm.
Because just because you stop drinking and want to sleep, your alcohol content
It's still in
steady
your body.
going up
Yeah.
until it peaks.
Mhm.
Then it starts to come down. So it may take you 6 or 8 hours
Wow.
for that alcohol to peak
Mhm.
and come all the way down that side of your system again. So that's why you can go sleep for a couple hours.
So the coffee ain't
The
helping.
coffee ain't helping nothing, and your sleep is not helping. Only time it's going to cause your body to metabolize this alcohol and get it out of your system. And the cold shower and go to sleep doesn't work.
Wow.
It might make you feel good also because you wake up and you feel like I'm energetic, I'm not wobbling, I'm not moving, but your alcohol content still could be high enough to get you a DUI.
Well, that's going to bring us to the end of another session.
Yes.
It was, we hope you all learned something or gathered something or had something to
and again,
share with someone else.
Yeah. Sometimes while we do this, we want people to understand what our guys are getting in our classes. We discuss this stuff in depth with them.
Yes.
In our classes. Just because, and just like we got it wrong when we first started doing this, 90% of our guys, when they read those questions,
Oh yeah,
they have it wrong.
They get it wrong.
And by the time we explain it to them, it's like, oh wow,
I didn't know.
I never thought about that.
Absolutely.
But just because you don't know, just because you don't know, don't make it not true.
Right.
So that's how we educate them about the effects of alcoholism on our kids and our life in general, and not just alcoholism now, but now it's this deadly stuff.
Yes.
We call fentanyl and all this and all drugs.
Yeah.
So
well,
that's why we do what we do.
Yes, we're going to keep educating our clients, our guys, but we want you to also visit our website, www.fatherforever.com.
Yes.
And you'll see our merchandise there that we have to offer, as well as hoodies and things of that nature. Our book drive is still moving forward.
Yes, please
continue to get. We met our goal and exceeded it last month. For the month of March, we collected donations to purchase 280 books.
Yes.
So that was a banner month. Definitely.
Yes.
So we're off to a good start for April, but we're not there. We're not at April 30.
Yes.
So
continue to donate the books. Go. I think go to what is it?
Cash App.
Cash App. Yeah. Donate books.
Dollar sign.
If you're a pastor or you involved in the church, please have your give our office a call. We'll show you how to do a reverse book signing.
Yes.
We got one coming up this coming Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
We had one last Sunday, and then we want to go to your church as well and do a reverse book signing, and we'll explain to that what that means. That means you're signing the book. I think you donate it, you sign it, we give it to the inmates.
Absolutely.
So those are some of the things that we want to do. And I think at the end we're gonna do a commercial again about about reverse book signing. No, about the getting the books into the hands of inmates.
Yes.
Which is a little bit different than reverse book signing.
Yeah. So watch our watch this commercial, but definitely check us out on our website for our merchandise.
Yes.
So we're going to say goodbye.
Say goodbye, and we'll see y'all next week.
Stay tuned.
Have a good weekend.
Thank you.
This is Glen Warren, founder and executive director of Fathers Forever. I want to share an alarming reality with you. 627,000 fathers are incarcerated that have kids under 18. Now, there are 56,000 moms incarcerated who have kids under 18. The reality is there are so many more fathers incarcerated than moms. This is why I Am a Father Forever book exists. Now, I need your help. I am inviting you to help us get this book into as many fathers incarcerated as possible. Here's how it works. For your donation of $22, we will provide a book to an incarcerated father. Thank you in advance for helping Fathers Forever heal fathers and save families.